For me, I would say the first thing is fees. Fees. Let's talk about fees. Attending a university as an international student in Canada is very, see how I'm emphasizing the very expensive, right? International students have to pay like 2 times or even 3 times, sometimes 4 times what local students or domestic students pay. But if you're going to a college, you don't have to pay that much, right?
Right.
Tell us more about that.
Okay, so colleges are cheaper than universities, and again, that is not necessarily a bad thing depending on your goals. I'll just put it in perspective. The money that I paid for the whole of my college experience is what I paid for 1 semester in university.
Hello guys, welcome to another exciting episode of Ask Mo. I have missed you guys so much. I took a break for about 1 month, just to create fresh and exciting content for you guys. If you are watching my video for the first time, my name is Mo and I'm a lawyer licensed to practice law in the province of Ontario and also in Nigeria. I create content for internationally trained lawyers who are looking to requalify in Canada. I create content for graduate students, and I also create content for people who are looking to settle down and succeed in Canada. Please note that whatever I say in this video is not legal advice. If you are yet to subscribe to my channel, please, what are you waiting for? Kindly click on the red subscription button down below and subscribe, and also make sure you turn on your notification bell so that you will get notified once I post new videos. Also like this video and share this video if you find it very helpful. And I also like to engage with my audience in the comment section. So if you're new or you're just watching this video for the first time, please leave a comment. I like to say a few things before I get right into the video. And the first thing I would say is, if you're an internationally trained lawyer and you're yet to get your copy of the NTA starter pack, what are you waiting for? Kindly click on the link in the description box to get your copy of the NTA starter pack. Also, a lot of the information I give out on my YouTube channel and in some of the articles that I write are general information. Now, if you still have very specific questions and you'd like us to sit down one-on-one so that I can address all of your questions so we can strategize on a way forward, you can book a one-on-one session with me, and the link to do that is in my description box. Moving into today's video, we are going to be talking about colleges and universities, and I feel like a lot of international students have this inferior mindset about colleges. They feel like universities are here and colleges are here. And in today's video, I have with me a very special guest who is going to help you inform your choice as to whether you should attend a college or a university. But before I introduce her and before we get right into that, I would like to talk to you guys about GetIn Consulting. GetIn Consulting is a consulting company that helps graduate students get scholarships, fundings, and they help them get into any graduate school of their choice. If you're a graduate student and you have low undergraduate scores, GetIn Consulting, can help you get into any graduate school of your choice. Also help you with your resumes, your personal statement, and they help you put together a very good graduate school application so that you can get into your desired graduate school. I will advise that you take advantage of their resources. I will leave some of their resources and their websites. I will leave the link in the description box. And if you're going to purchase any of their resources, make sure you use my discount code, which is MoyoSoreten. I will leave all of the details to that in the description box. Today's guest is Dorcas Omunagbe. Myself and Dorcas have been friends for a very long time. And Dorcas, I feel like Dorcas is the best person for this video because she has experiences both from a college and a university. She got her master's in communication from the University of Delaware, and she got her graduate diploma in corporate communications and public relations from Fanshawe College here in London, Ontario. So Dorcas is here to give us a gist today and to help you decide which institutions to attend. Should you attend a college or a university? So join me in welcoming Dorcas Omunagbe. So Dorcas, I'm very excited to have you here today, and I'm sure our viewers as well are very excited to have you here today and to also hear what you have to say, about colleges and universities. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
All right, so I got my master's degree from the University of Delaware in communications. It was a very fantastic program, very comprehensive. And then I came here to London to get like a graduate certificate program in public relations and corporate communication, and we'll go into all of that and why I made that decision.
Okay. Yeah, so let's jump right into today's video. Colleges and universities, how do you decide, what are the major differences, so that people who are watching and are trying to decide, which institution to apply to can have a more informed understanding about these institutions.
Right. So like you said, a lot of people have like this derogatory view about colleges, and even if they don't have a derogatory view, they don't know a lot about colleges. So it's just university as well. A college is like, how would I describe a college? A college is like I don't want to call it a mini university but just it has its own benefits and and some disadvantages as well. So in deciding, I think the first thing, of course, is to do your research.
Definitely.
Do your research, ask questions, pick a good college and everything. And I'm not so sure about Canada, but I know that in the US there's a difference between like a community college and like a college and then a university. So like these are kind of differences that you have to like really know. So once you hear college, like, is it just a community college? Is it like what kind of college is it basically? So do all those research to know like which one and why this will be best for me. But again, we'll highlight some more differences as we go on.
So for me, I would say the first thing is fees. Fees. Let's talk about fees. Attending a university as an international student in Canada is very, see how I'm emphasizing the very, very, very expensive, right? International students have to pay like 2 times or even 3 times, sometimes 4 times what local students or domestic students pay. But if you're going to a college, you don't have to pay that much, right? Tell us more about that.
Okay, so colleges are cheaper than universities, and again, that is not necessarily a bad thing depending on your goals. I'll just put it in perspective. The money that I paid for the whole of my college experience is what I paid for 1 semester in university. So that helps.
I think Fanshawe College, correct me if I'm wrong, but I know they charge like maybe 8,000 Canadian dollars per semester, and then for an entire school year is about 16,000 Canadian dollars. Some colleges even charge less. Some colleges outside Ontario are even less expensive. I know someone who went to college and the person had to pay about $5,000 per semester, $6,000, compared to a university where you're paying like $25,000 per semester. It's a lot. It's a lot. And I know some people look at that, and if they don't have enough money to afford a university, they just opt for a college. And is that a good thing, like opting for a college because you can afford to attend a university?
I think let your goals decide for you, like what do you really want to get out of it. So another, like I'm jumping into another reason now. So another reason why a college is better than university also is because like a college is very hands-on. Like if you go to a college, you're so ready for work.
Really?
Yes, because like all your assignments, all your work, all your class, all the guest lecturers, everything, they prepare you for like real work experience, everything.
So you have like hands-on work experience.
Wow. Literally, if you go to college for 1 year, I can put it to you that you can put it in your resume that I have 1 year of work experience.
Are you for real? That's amazing.
That's amazing. But a university is more like just study focused, book focused, read.
Which is not bad.
Yeah, which is not bad really. But that's why I said let your goal like define it. So if you don't have a goal of maybe furthering your education into a PhD or something, and you just want to like get to work and everything, I would really recommend a college experience for you as well, rather than a university experience in that way.
And you know how difficult it is for international students to have work experience, because I know a lot of international students, once you come here, you're done with uni or whatever it is you came here to do, you are stuck because you don't have work experience. But if you go to a college, right, I think you definitely fills in the gap.
Yes, and then you also have like I said, your assignments are work experience, so you have things that you're already creating a portfolio.
Can you give us an example?
So I did communication. So part of the things that a communication specialist does is like create communications plans, campaign planning and everything. So I've done like a bunch of those as well, just in school. So I created that portfolio as well.
And do you create them for actual people?
Oh yes, for actual clients, actual businesses, actual companies as well. So for instance, I also took classes in graphic design. I have my designs as portfolio as well. So things that I can actually add Meanwhile, I didn't get any of those hands-on experience when I did my master's. So I found that that knowledge lag, like I still don't know a lot of things, and like, oh my god. So I have the option of, do I want to be learning all of these things on YouTube or go to school where somebody can teach me directly?
And your master's degree was very broad, right? Communications. And then when you did your graduate diploma, you were able to narrow it down, right?
Exactly. That's another difference that I would say. Most universities for a master's degree, it's really like broad. I mean, you get to pick some specific classes like I did. So I had to take classes I had to select classes in public relations, advertising, the things that I really wanted. But I didn't get to do like advertising or public, you get what I mean, or public relations as well. But the college is like pretty narrowed down, really narrowed down. So if you're doing digital marketing, you're doing digital marketing. If you're doing, you know, public relations, like it's very specific to what it is that you want to do as well. And then I find people also complementing with like other programs as well. Yes.
Okay.
So if someone does like a public relations program, then you can do like a second course in marketing or something. Just, you know, filling in the gaps here and there.
So are there any other differences between the college and the university?
I would say that if you're, because I don't know how other communities are, but in Nigeria it's like that back to back, where once you have your bachelor's, they want you to go get your master's and everything,
and then your PhD,
and then your PhD. So I would say don't fall for that. I would say try out a college and see if you still need a master's. I don't know if that makes sense. I find a lot of people doing that here. Most Canadians, like, they're like, oh, why would I go spend that much money going to get a master's degree? And so I find them coming to colleges first.
Most of them don't have masters.
Exactly, they don't. So most of my my classmates, they're having this college experience, and then they're able to like. And then I see maybe a few people say, oh, I went back to that and get my master's. So we don't have that luxury of information in Nigeria that I know about. But now that you're watching this video and you know, I would say try out a college first and then see if you need a master's. But don't try and go the other way like I did, master's first, and then seeing that, oh, I have a knowledge gap, and then trying to fill it again. So
yeah, and I don't know if this is how it works in other, you know, countries as well, or for other people. But in Nigeria, you know, it's like a master's or nothing, right?
Right.
Like it's either a master's or
there's a prestige with it as well. So
yes.
I mean, it was until I came here I saw that, oh, there are actually other graduate options. There is.
Yeah.
Like, you can get a graduate diploma, you can get a graduate certificate. These things are legit certifications that you worked for, you know. So it's what you're being proud about. It doesn't have to be a master's degree. There's just a lot of social repute to having that.
So I want us to also talk about the postgraduate work permit, because that is very, very important. Like, we all know that every international student, you know, we want to get the 3-year postgraduate work permit, because it's just better than having a 1-year postgraduate work permit. Let's face it. But I know that most colleges offer programs for 1 year, and some people are scared that, okay, once I'm done with this 1-year program, does that mean I'm stuck with a 1-year postgraduate work permit? You know, what do you have to say about that?
So I find that a lot of people do 2 programs just to complement. Remember, I was talking about how just even for knowledge sake, like people complement. If I have a 1-year if I did a 1-year program in marketing, and I can do like another program in public relations, and then 2 years of graduate degree, and you get 2 degrees. So in that sense, there is that one, and then but also for postgraduate work permits as well. That's what people do. So they do take one program, and then like take another one, and then you have 2 years. So for Canada, all you need to do is just have like 2 years or more of school, and then you get 3 years of work permit. So once you have those 2 years, doesn't matter if it's in a different course or a different program. I think even a different school, really, as far as you have 2 years of graduate degree, you get together. By the way, not like. Not like I got it and I took 1 year and then I'm doing it again together. No, you have those together, like you get 2 years.
Oh, that's good. That's good, because I know if you attend a university, I always advise people that, listen, when you're applying to get into university, make sure you do a program that is longer than 1 year. So if it's 1 year 3 months, my program was for 1 year and 3 months, and I got a 3-year postgraduate work permit. Just make sure it's longer, because if it's not longer, you are most likely, I know people who like did a 1-year program and they got a 3-year postgraduate work permit. We call them lucky. There are people like that, but that is not the norm. That is not the norm. So make sure you extend your program or you do a longer program, because listen, it's very difficult to because I'm assuming that once you're done with school, you want to apply for your PR, right? So it's very difficult for you to sometimes get a great job that fits under zero A or B, apply for a PR and do everything in 1 year. Sometimes you don't have that.
It's unrealistic, really.
Yeah. So
and then you need 1 year to also get work experience.
No, it's very tight.
Right.
That's why we always advise people to do programs that are longer than 1 year, so you are not in that situation. So Dorcas, how would you tie everything we have said today? How would you tie everything together?
I would say that you should let your goals define what choice that you make. Yeah, so you have the goal of going straight to work. I'm not trying to get a PhD or be in school environment. Definitely try the college route first and then see if you need a master's. I know some people's work might actually require some numeracy skills that they need for research and stuff. So those are factors as well, that maybe I should just get a master's degree and stuff like that. So in summary, just make sure that you have your goals defined initially. What is my end goal? What kind of professional and career goals am I trying to build and everything? And then decide, so if I should waste my money or not waste my money, basically.
Like I said, a lot of Nigerians place so much emphasis on getting a master's, and it's good, but it's not always the right decision to make or the best decision
and
to
masters
make.
are expensive.
They're
So
very
people are really
expensive.
interested in graduate degrees and they feel like
Masters is the
it's
only
expensive. Masters is the only way. There's nowhere I can go. You can get a graduate certificate. You can get 2 for the price of one master's, and you're educated and you're ready for work and you're good to go. So why are we limiting ourselves just because you want to be able to say I have a master's
degree? Thank you very much, Dorcas, for coming today and for sharing all of your nuggets with us on Ask Mo. Guys, if you have any questions about colleges or universities, or any questions really that you think Dorcas can assist you with, send them to me. Leave a comment below or just send me an email and I will pass your questions across to Dorcas so she can answer them. If you haven't subscribed, please.
Subscribe.
Why are you still watching this video? Kindly subscribe, and like this video, share it as well if you found it very helpful. And I will see you guys in the next episode of Ask Mo. Bye.
Bye, guys.
So Dorcas, how would you tie everything we have said today? How would you tie everything? So